Hi, my name is Jacob Lara, and I'd like to share with you a story that happened to my mom and I about 8 years ago. My mom and I lived in Illinois, near in the suburbs of Chicago, the northern suburbs of Chicago, and we lived in an apartment on the third floor. We moved in there April 1st, 2006, so we, at this point, had almost lived 10 years at this apartment. And through all that, our landlord was extremely cheap. She was really old when we first moved in. She would only pay people like half the work to repair things and things went wrong, and they would do half the work. So everything was always breaking, and finding another place was really difficult because rent was really increasing, especially after the Great Recession of 2008. And my mom's work was changing and shifting. So, it was hard times. Near the end, the kitchen ceiling had caved in, and apparently our landlord had died and we didn't know this. And her family wanted to sell the building. They wanted all the current tenants out. 3 in the morning, they give us notice. With 24 hours, we had to leave. We didn't buy it. We stayed. The guy below, he left in 24 hours. He didn't even grab all of his furniture. He left a couch behind in the apartment. He took the cushions, but he left the couch. He didn't come back for the couch. He left tons of stuff in the refrigerator. He was gone like that. January 2016, we knew we were going to get evicted. We knew, we had no choice but to find somewhere else to live. And, like I said, finding affordable housing in Illinois or in the suburbs of Chicago was very expensive. We knew we were going to lose, we were going to have nowhere to stay. So I filmed as much footage as I could with my cat Darth. Very good cat, people say cats are mean, but no, Darth was, he was quiet.
Oh, you love me so much.
He only meowed when he was hungry. When he saw me ready to fill the cat bowl, he went crazy. We were able to get a storage unit. My mom's sister and her husband helped pay for that. So we were able to get some of our stuff into storage. But unfortunately, we didn't have someone always available to help us move our stuff. They weren't available every day, so eventually March came along. A lot of our stuff was left behind in that apartment. Money, important things. So be good, okay? People would say, why didn't I keep Darth? If I was selfish, I would have kept him with me in the cold weather. There are a lot of motels that aren't pet friendly, so we would have been outside a lot more. And, I wouldn't know, how to have him live with us like that in the pit or even in our storage unit. That would be frightening for him. I couldn't let him suffer like that in the cold weather. My mom and I were lucky we survived, but this is a little cat. He easily could have froze to death. But I did what was best for him. Living outside in the elements was torture for us. It really was. It really aged us. It put a lot of stress on us. I can't imagine what that would have done for him. So the next few days after we got evicted, we stayed in a few motels. Around early April, we found a motel that was close to our old apartment, and we stayed there for several months until my mom's 401k ran out. It began the next several months of us trying to get help, getting on food stamps, and trying to find a new apartment to live before all our money ran out. We tried to get another apartment, but my mom's credit wasn't good because, unfortunately, a family member impersonated her at one point and really ruined her credit. So we went everywhere, downtown Chicago, Logan Park, you name it. We went to all these places and signed all this paperwork to no avail. Trying to get help in Illinois was extremely difficult. If you look at what Illinois has been through over the last few decades, you'd understand.
Of course, I would be remiss if I didn't say how happy I am with everybody that lives in the state of Illinois that we've got the Speaker of the United States Congress with us, Denny Hastert.
Ryan was convicted of fraud and racketeering, but has claimed from the start that he's done nothing wrong.
My goal as governor is as simple as it is profound: to create a future as great as our past.
FBI's undercover recordings of Rod Blagojevich while he was governor provided the underpinnings of the case against him.
I've got this thing, and it's golden, and I'm just not giving it up for nothing. Busted my I gave your grandmother a free ride on a bus, okay? I gave your baby a chance to have health care. And what do I get for that? Only 13% of y'all out there think I'm doing a good job. So all of you.
I love Illinois.
Governor Bruce Rauner, a frequent target of Democrats, a recent target of some within his own party, and now a new broadside.
Because a leading conservative publication has slapped him with the label worst Republican governor.
Emails are now being released of the Rauner administration trying to pass blame for the Legionella outbreaks at the Quincy Veterans Home.
If I was in charge, I am not in charge. I'm trying to get to be in charge.
Yeah, so there you have it.
But I told her I wanted help finding a place for my son and I to live because we are homeless. All we are is just poor right now. I lost my job, but she gave me an attitude and she hung up on me.
So around August 2016, my mom's 401k ran out and we had to leave the motel.
Bring it forward to today. You and I.
We tried to stay in a homeless shelter. We stayed for one night, but it was just extremely dangerous, and it was segregated to the poorest area of Chicago. It was just not safe for us, so we left. We ended up staying with my mom's sister for a little bit.
I've tried everything on the internet, and nobody helps. They tell me I qualify for things and they don't help me. I know, but in the meantime, I don't even have money for food. I've got to get out of my sister's house. I mean, we're all crammed together in a little place, and I thought for sure I was going to get paid today and get out of here. Yeah, but I worked 23 years for this job, and they would not even help me. They wouldn't give me time off. No misconduct.
Thank you for holding. We appreciate your patience. We are still assisting other people and will help you as soon as we possibly can.
Temporarily, tonight is my last night, or last day I can stay at my sister's house. After this, we have nowhere to go.
September of 2016, we were able to get some of the stuff out of our old apartment. They evicted us really quickly, yet they let the apartment sit vacant for several months. I applied to several jobs, and here you see I'm applying to Target, but no one wants to hire a homeless person. When it was too cold to sleep outside, we slept in the police station. We slept in a hospital waiting room. We slept in our storage unit hallway. Here we are going to our first storage unit. During the day, we would go back and forth between the library and Mariano's. Occasionally, we went to McDonald's. Unfortunately, this is what we had to deal with, sleeping in the storage unit hallway. Neither of us clogged this toilet, and unfortunately I had nowhere to go to the bathroom. This was the men's room. So eventually we did get caught sleeping in the hallway there, and we were kicked out of the storage place and had to find another storage unit. A lot of times we just roamed around at night. We didn't sleep.
Not busy over here. You live in the city. It's too busy and easy. You don't think about your problems. You always can go to work. Yeah, see, I used to live by where Wrigley Field is. I lived over there, and then we moved over here, and it was nice and quiet. I liked it. I don't know.
But I called, they sent me the papers, we went to the Galley Center, to this court, to the court.
I have a bug.
Oh boy. Get it. Get the bug. Oh boy.
Yeah, that was just in my shirt.
What the hell?
It was the bug crawling on you. Can you just don't lie on the bug was coming on you. I don't know what was the... Can you sit down?
It's so quiet out here at night, except for the cars. Am I right?
Yeah.
Right. It looks so mysterious in a way.
I really wonder what the animal was.
Yeah, the animal that ran over here. I wonder what it was too. It was an animal, of course. He wasn't like I don't know, cat, a raccoon, possum, a fox, a coyote, and herbariums and stuffs. One way. Oh boy. Almost to the gas station. I seized the sign. I saw the sign. I opened up my eyes, I saw this. I got ABBA stuck in my head. I think this is what they're called. No, Ace of Base.
Yes, I was just saying that's not ABBA.
Ace of Bass. Ace of Bass. Yeah. Linda.
And she was trying to get your phone.
Look, I'm all screwed up, man. Linda.
Yes.
And Jason.
Jake. That's my brother's name.
Your brother's name is Jason?
Yeah.
Well, call your brother so we can get this straight.
My other brother's name is Jimmy, and my dad's name was Jose, with the 4 J's.
4 J's?
Yeah. Jimmy, Jason, Jacob.
Like that?
Yeah.
You know, when last night I thought you were a little. You remind me of my friend when he would smoke weed and come to school, and he'd be like, "Oh, ooh," but
Dude,
you.
I used to smoke. They used to call that Mexican pot.
Mexican pot.
Mexican.
Is that like Mexican Coke?
No, that's like Peruvian flake. No, they used to call it Mexican pot. That wasn't Mexican pot. That was Indiana rope dope. Yeah, no, it was called Indiana rope dope. I'm gonna put you like this. You. I'll never remember Jason Jackson or whoever. I got a friend named Linda. She's a retired police officer. So I'm gonna put you down as new contact. I'm gonna put you down as Linda 2.
Linda 2. You're not number 1, but
no,
you're
not.
two.
This friend is a 38-year-old friend of mine who is a police officer for Chicago Police. I'm gonna put you down as Linda, and I'm gonna use the number sign. You don't mind, do you?
No.
This is kind of... Okay, look, I should have my own freaking TV show.
You should, yeah. The Carmen Show.
Well, I was thinking of calling it more like the Please Do Not Let Kids Under 12 Watch This. Linda, I don't have a lot of time. I have one card. I do remodeling.
They did what to you?
Huh?
They put a gun on me. Police took me off the street to Kaylee's house.
Oh, really?
I had problems with my husband against me. And I was running away from him, and they put a gun on me.
Which police?
Yeah, police.
Chicago or Harwood Heights?
Yeah, still Chicago, yeah.
Chicago, okay.
Okay. Boy. Drink right now. Yeah, I don't want Chinese food.
Shouldn't that be exactly the sort of speech that should be given about our respect for all Americans and about how much we stand against crime? So that's very disturbing when you go into a world where respect for people of every religion from every part of this world is part of the negotiating power and strength of Americans. If you disrespect people, they do not join us in partnership to solve problems.
How much sleep do you think you get when we have a room?
Probably 6 to 8 hours.
How much sleep do you think we get when we're outside?
2 to 3 hours, if that.
So, what do you worry about being outside? What are your worries?
Mainly I worry about the weather. Because I'm worried if it rains or snows, we're going to get all wet and freeze.
That has happened.
Yes, it has.
Soaked.
But I also worry about what's going to happen with their life.
Do you ever worry about someone getting us while we're sleeping?
Yes, I always put a blanket over my head, and then if I feel nervous, I take it off and I look and I see if anybody's around or whatever. It's just like I get a feeling like somebody's watching me or something.
Or how about animals?
Yeah, we have seen a few cats.
I smell skunks too.
Yeah, worry about that too.
This is like the best place you could shop when you're poor. This is usually what we eat. This is Aldi. It sells like off-brand stuff. This is off-brand Chef Boyardee. It's Bona Italiana.
Thank you for calling.
So what's your story?
Nothing really big deal except for that unincorporated corruption. It's the same place. I'm going to just describe it the way Lisa, the Jewish woman, described it. It'll never change. It'll always be that way. She was very much harmed by them and lived there a long time, too long, and her mother died there. And that's all I can really tell you right now as a stranger.
We eventually found another storage unit that my mom's sister and her husband paid for again. We didn't sleep in there at night like the previous one, but I guess we did during the day. Here is the part of the library we sit. Already time to go. 4 hours went by fast.
Aw, you speak with Kitty? You want affection, don't you, baby? Got paperwork for an ID for my doctor's office. Once I get a haircut, I'm going to go get the ID and start applying for jobs. Doctor's office also gave us some paperwork for shelters. Those places. There's men's shelters for me to go to. I'm in a room right now. If we didn't have donations or, tiny donations from people who care about our safety, we would be in this storm right now. As you can see, it's coming down very hard. And we didn't have help. We would be in this if we didn't have a room. And we'd be soaking wet right now. So I would like to thank the people that donated. You helped us out very greatly, and I appreciate your help and your donation. So this is how we wash our clothes when we don't have money for a laundromat and we have a room. We just fill the tub up with water and put the clothes in and put either laundry soap in there, and if we don't have laundry soap, we use our body wash and stuff to clean it out. And then we squeeze out the water and put it on the heater or the fan. A.m. I've had to change my position on how I sleep like 3 times. First I was in a chair, and then I tried to lay down, and then I'm back in the chair. And, yeah, basically
This is what's going on just an hour before storage opens. So you would not believe that it was actually 83 degrees yesterday, and now it's a low of 52, and I'm freezing out here. We both are, and I've got my, as you can see, this is how I sleep, or try to sleep with when it's cold outside. Put my hat down and my coat up and try to cover my face as much as possible. Day is creeping in ever so slowly. It's about 5:30 a.m. Just an hour ago it was still dark, as you saw in the previous footage. My mom is sleeping, which is good. She barely gets any sleep out here. So there's that, and just a half an hour more before storage opens. So now we're at the storage unit. We've been here since 6 a.m. It is 11:50 right now. So we've been here a while. The library doesn't open until 1 o'clock. I'm gonna brush my teeth and then wipe myself down with wipes. This is how we bathe when we don't have a room to shower, and that's basically what I'm doing right now. Why are we here early today and we don't have our cart?
Because we're gonna have thunderstorms and because we had nowhere else to go.
And to add to that, we don't want our blankets to get wet because they smell if they do.
Yeah, that's
really
why we
bad.
have blankets.
So yeah, this is the shack we stay in sometimes. No roof, it's broken down.
And we have airplanes go by all night because we're right by O'Hare Airport.
Dinner. Can't even tell you the last time I had a home cooked meal. Big time. Oh boy. So in a few seconds of the other clip I made, and it started raining. We made it to our destination. And it stopped. It started again. Luckily we made it before we got drenched again.
What's up, little? What you got? Did you already want something? No.
So we got some boxes. We got these two boxes to cover this window that people could look in, and we got a plastic bag to cover my chair. It's wet right now because it rained. And we got this waterproof tarp to cover us, protect us from the rain. Oh, okay. There you go. 9 feet by 12 feet. Pretty big. So this should help us out greatly. Thanks for the donations so we could have this. It's getting darker and darker. It's gonna rain. So this is our hole right now after the massive rainstorm. Lots of flooding. Well, not lots, but Yeah, there you go. That's where it's all coming in. What? Oh. So yeah. This is our luxurious home, if you will.
Alright, we're gonna move this chair. Put another chair in front. Put the grocery cart in the middle. The other chair, my chair at the end. Get that metal pole you brought, and where that wooden snippets down there. Stick them up in the middle of the cart. Hang the cart, drape the cart over it.
Ah. See how that works. So, this is our new tarp home to protect us from the rain. Hopefully it will stay standing and protect us. It's raining right now. The tarp is holding up well. We are not wet. We are pretty dry. I don't know if you could... Yeah, we're protected. So it's doing its job. Really coming down now. We're still good, we're still good. A little windy, but we're good. Hear that? Here's the second night of the tarp home. We found a brick we could put there to hold it down, so if the wind comes, it won't blow it up and down as much, or blow it off of us. Let's see if I can enter. Supposed to be quiet, and the damn librarians don't do anything unless you say something to them. Our life is hard enough already. We just want some peace and quiet and not to deal with some shitty teenagers. Dinner once again. Boy. So we're here outside having a little, I guess you could say, picnic, if you will. We just heard news that there was another school mass shooting, but this time in Texas. 8 to 10 killed is what I'm hearing. This is America, I guess.
Without fear for their child's safety.
Finally doing some laundry. Washing some clothes. Hopefully get a shower soon. We finally got a room again. I'm at storage to get us some clothes so we could shower the clothes we washed yesterday at the laundromat. I'm so glad we finally get to shower again. I've been smelling so bad lately.
We just dropped them off. We're leaving. Backpacks? No. Why? Why would we search the backpack?
is the first time I'm going into a Starbucks since their policy changed, or anyone could use their bathrooms or sit in the lobby without buying a product from their Starbucks. Our current spot has construction going on by it, so we cannot go here tonight. I have to find somewhere else to go. Today is Memorial Day 2018. The library is closed, so we've just been walking around. We might go to the mall and just sitting there in charge. Look at you. As you can see, somebody was back here and they cut all the weeds. It's raining right now. Dinner. It is June 3rd, 2018, 11:17 a.m. We're at one of our hiding spots because the library doesn't open till 1 today. It's Sunday. So our tarp blew off of us. Chair broke, and now I have to keep it against the wall here. As you can see, this is supposed to be here. That's like this, but it broke, so now I have to keep it over there. There's some man watching us in the morning. So we're at the storage place. And we bought butter the other day for English muffins for the last of our food stamps. And we had no place to refrigerate it, so it busted open in my bag, all over my depression pills. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that a nice life we live? Wonderful. This is America, folks. It's just a great country. Got us a cheap little Caesar's pizza for dinner. It's good for poor people to buy. We're in the pit.
chair broke some more last night during the rainstorm. So this is what Starbucks employees made me do last night. This is dried feces. Because they thought it was so funny to take their time to get toilet paper for me. And they had no soap either. And I really had to go. And this is what they did to me. They humiliated me because they knew I was homeless. And they knew they've seen me in there before. And they didn't like the new policy that anyone could use the bathroom, even if they don't buy stuff. But I never did anything to their bathroom. I always was respectful, and this is what they did to me. It's on both of my legs. Look at that. This is what they did to me, and I'm 22 years old, and I had an accident like a 4-year-old. This is embarrassing. And I had to sit in this all night because the storage place was closed when this happened, and storage doesn't open until 6 a.m. So as you guys know, my other chair broke, so I luckily saw another one in the dumpster, the same dumpster, near that same dumpster. This is actually in the dumpster, this was by the dumpster. So I had to take this out of the dumpster and roll it, carry it and roll it. Yeah, it's like some kind of pleather or leather. It's not as high as the other one, but it'll do for now. So here's our dinner for today. Some tortillas, chunky guacamole, and chicken breast strips with rib meat from Aldi. This is my chair right now. Jeez. I just walked all through this to try and get out of the flooding, and I thought I'd be okay because I got boots on and I'm soaked up to my knees. So I'm walking to Denny's right now because that's where my mom is. I don't know how she did it. I was in that storage facility thing trying to stay out of the water. Look at this water. Oh boy. I will let you know if I make it to Denny's without this getting water damaged, or I don't drown. I'm back here at our little hidey hole just to check on it after the rainstorm. Look at that water. This is the street that I walked through just hours earlier that was all flooded, and now look at it. It just amazes me what a change between a few hours can be. We are now at the Harlem Irving Plaza Mall. It is 7 a.m. in the morning. Barely anyone here except the workers opening the mall. Target's still closed. This is like one of the dead mall videos. There's barely anyone here because it's early in the morning. Did you find me again?
Yeah, right there.
So guys, because of some donations, I was able to get new shoes and socks from Kmart. As you can see, my socks are still wet, my boots are still wet from last night's flood. This sock has a hole in it, right there. As you can see, that yellowy color. Both my boots have holes in them. Had these boots for 2 years. So thank you guys very much for the donations. Come on. So handsome. No, you can't chew on them. I mean, this side is broken, so I guess I don't care what happens to it. But I don't want you to choke, so you're just bad at it, like Blue Kitty. Bye, Boots. You have served me well these last 2 years, but it is time for you to go. Alright, I'm going. So a bird just pooed on my shoe. You know what they say, when a bird poos on you, it's good luck. Good vibes for today? You feel like a big victory is coming? Hoping for some good news and a new beginning. So my mom is up there. She's finally seeing the judge. Her case was delayed today. It was supposed to be at 2:30 and now it's closer to 4:30. She's the last case of the day now. And we're hoping for good luck. Hoping for a change. There's my newly approved mom. Cheers to your big victory. Cheers.
A baggage claim issue or to check bus fares and schedules, press 2.
Though my mom won her Social Security case, we still weren't out of the woods yet. We couldn't afford any apartments, even with my mom's Social Security in Illinois. So we made a decision we had to leave. In November of 2017, I started talking with an individual that I met on a Facebook group. In March of 2019, we still had no place of our own, and we couldn't find anything, so he offered for us to move to North Carolina, where he resided at the time, and live with him.
And on my first call, too, they hung up on me, too.
So, we're leaving this motel for the last time. We were here for 6.5 months, but we're finally leaving to start a new life.
So you will be over there tomorrow or tonight? Tomorrow night?
Look at all that. So we ended up taking 4 Greyhounds to North Carolina, almost 5, but he decided to pick us up in Charlotte, North Carolina instead of Hickory, which was an hour away from where he lived. That was nice of him to do. So as we were leaving Chicago, Illinois, we saw a homeless camping site, and in a way it was like a metaphor of us leaving our old life for a new life. We went through quite a few states, including Indiana. One of the first places we went through was Gary, Indiana, as you see here. So guys, we're gonna be stuck in Columbus, Ohio for a while. Our bus driver came and left, and we were supposed to get on at board at 3:20 and leave at 3:45 a.m.
but now we won't be leaving until around 9 to 11 a.m. But I guess that's how Greyhound is. Oh well. But at least we got free food. Apparently this Greyhound station was closed quite recently and moved somewhere else. We ended up leaving the Greyhound station at like 8 or 9 in the morning, I don't remember. We were there all night. Very gross place.
Anybody know any quicker ways to Ashland than the regular streets?
Where's it at?
I said, does anybody know any quicker ways to Ashland?
Where's Ashland at?
Ashland, Kentucky.
Oh. Don? See if we get somebody to look it up on the phone.
Cause I know 52 West will take, that's gonna take all the days.
You know any ways? Big out. Anger like a thing you get on the phone and look. Like Google or something. Distance to Ashland, Kentucky.
Oh, I know the distance. I was just looking at another alternative maybe way.
Google Earth.
So we finally made it to North Carolina. This right here is the Virginia-North Carolina state lines. Beautiful place.
Trying Bojangles for the first time here with my friend and my mom. So this is my first time having Bojangles. I'm here in North Carolina now. So let's see what we got here. This looks good. Let's try it. Pretty good. It's got a sesame seed bun, tomato, breaded chicken, piece of lettuce, and I think ranch. It's quite good. I like it. I would recommend it to other people. So try Bojangles here in North Carolina.
One time there was an empty bottle of vodka laying. I forgot where it was laying. She pointed at it and she said, Nana.
So there's my internet friend we ended up living with. There's his brother Dakota and Dakota's first daughter. It was very different than what we were accustomed to, but it was much better. There's Roger's dog Diva.
Funny. She's gonna hate coming to my house when she gets a little older because I'm always gonna be like making her try something new. Yeah, cheese.
You like cheese.
I love cheese too. It's the nummiest.
So it's been 4 years since we left Chicago. There's my boyfriend Corey. I met him in October of 2021. Now the roles are reversed. Roger lives in Chicago, Illinois, and we're still in North Carolina. My mom's been enjoying her retirement. She's doing much better now. Sweet Mr. Webbo. There is one of my kitty cats, Huevos Rancheros. I still